Hello there, I'm going to talk you through Landslide, which is the third and final map featuring in this weekend's End of Nations beta event. Landslide is a combination survival and competitive map where you have to survive against waves and waves of AI forces, defend locations and capture new territory, while your enemy on the other side of the map tries to do the same thing. And you can also sort of sabotage each other's operations in a few different ways. Now we're playing as a Liberation Front, spawning here on the western half of the map, and we kind of figured out pretty quickly that what we need to do is really maintain a multiple front approach to this. You don't want to overcommit to any one direction, and you don't want to lose sight of the two objectives, these two factories that you've got to hold on to as you kind of try and expand and do other things. So right at the start of this map, I decided to send my troops south to capture a resource point which will keep our supply up and allow us to keep resupplying our front line throughout the fight. But my teammates aren't really going anywhere. They are sticking in the middle. They're going to stay around these two radar dishes and make sure that we don't lose them to the incoming AI forces. Now, see on the mini-map, there's a sort of trench down the middle. This is really where the AI are based. My teammates are pinging it there, but really at this stage you don't want to be going anywhere near it. You just want to really lock down your defense and get ready for those incoming forces to come in. The easy way to lose this map is to overextend, as I say, or to assume you're capable of pushing further than you actually are, which, interestingly, you'll see our opponents do right in a minute. So here I am picking up that extra supply depot, but as soon as this is taken I'm going to rush right back up and help defend the center of the map. Meanwhile, my allies are entrenching their tanks, getting ready to throw back the first enemy wave. These paths that are marked in grey on the minimap are only accessible by infantry. See, there's tank traps in the way, so I'm sending a little platoon of my own infantry up, sending my tanks back to defend the middle. Now, from this position I can harass this turret at the top and try and maybe actually give us a chance at getting that valuable resource in the centre of the map. But, crucially, again, we're not overcommitting to it, and it's more of a reconnaissance thing than anything else. However, we have actually allowed this enemy force to get right up on our observation post to the south. This is partly because I made a mistake and forgot to deploy my turrets until now. So you can get these down much earlier and it will help, but as it happens, get my flamethrowers in, get the napalm strike down, we can clear this up without actually taking too many hits to that objective. As you can see, my troops are still doing a good job harassing that turret. Some friendly tanks are trying to do the same thing, but not allowed. My troops have now made decent progress getting up into the enemy's central area. There's a flamethrower turret there that's really keeping them from going very much further. But this is also the point where I noticed that the enemy had tanks in that central area, and that really does mean that they've completely overextended. So at this point, really the game becomes about outlasting the enemy and trying to take best advantage of their mistake, essentially. So not going to engage, happy to let them chase me, just get back to base and defend. So here, bringing some flamethrower tanks down. Bringing my troops up towards the repair depot, make sure everything's ready for the next wave, but yeah, we're snug.
Unit has arrived.
This time not making the mistake of laying the turrets in the middle of the battle. But you can't really argue with that defensive line, and ultimately, as you can see in the top bar, it's all about to go wrong for the enemy team. Thanks for watching. Check out our other End of Nations videos.
Once again, you've shown why the Liberation Front will emerge as the victor in this struggle.